Okay, folks, on this little exercise, these paintings go very, very quickly. They're nature's moods, storms. When I teach my workshops, this is Friday, this is the last day, is what's on the schedule. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to showcase the big area here is the storm. And as you can see in back of me, and my horizon line will be no more than 20% up on the page here, because what we're trying to showcase is we're trying to showcase the simple shapes of the big storms right here. Okay, I will just talk about the sketching in this time right here. I'll talk about both of them here. I'll be doing both of these right here. Basically, what we're going to try and do on these, we're going to try and use every color I have in my palette. This palette's going in my suitcase tomorrow to go home, and so I need all the paint off of it, or else it gets all over my clothes. So I'll come down here, catch a little of this, and then I'll change here, and let's go to its complement, which would be orange here. Okay, let's lay this in like I told you before. Let's paint like we know what we're doing. Okay, this is good aerobic exercise also. Can work off that power lunch you had. Okay, let's get some different colors here. Okay, I try to use every color in my palette here. If by chance you love a color, well, by all means use it. Okay, and I best start figuring out what I'm going to do here, because I'm about to run out of paper. Okay, let's put these little shapes down here. We have to have something down here to denote that it is a landscape painting. So we'll go here like that. We'll go in here like that. Over here, I'm looking at my little sketch here, and I need to do these. This is a little farm scene. I've taught the whole month of October in Texas. I started in El Paso, and then I went to Lubbock, and then I ended up in Big D in Dallas. So this will be one of my Texas here. Okay, now at this point we need to add more water to it. Okay, we're just getting started with this process. So as you can see, I do not soak my paper. And what I can do here with this red, I want to have some nice red backlighting here, so I'll just go ahead and touch this up again here, and then I'll start throwing in the color. Now, it would be a good idea at this time to put, if you have any trees in this area here, and I see I have a bunch around these houses, is to just put them in. Okay, put them in very heavily. And put them in like this. Don't be too concerned about it. Now, we need to go over here. And we just need to get really wild here. Okay? Let's see what this would do. Let's just put something like that. Maybe that's a little weak. Let's tone it up a bit here. And then for this corner, we can get a dark and a dark, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and who cares what we're putting in here. We're just putting in a dark, okay? Okay, I need to pick this up. Whoop! I need to pick this up right here and pull a dark in over here also. Be sure your paint is liquefied and don't have any chunks in it, or else you will run into this problem that I'm encountering right now. Let's put some brown in here. Now comes the fun part. Let's hold it up. Let's put some really nice darks there. Oh yeah. Let's get some nice darks. Now what we need to do here is just go ahead and just leave it just like that. And we are going to do this. We are going to hold it up, and we are going to let the color run into each of it. Okay, we want to showcase the storm, and so by golly, we got a big wind blowing there. Look at that. That's how you can paint the wind blowing. Or if you'd like, hold it up like this and just let it come straight down. Right here. It's best not to look at this to see what's happening, and you can get it's like Christmas, you get a surprise. Oh Lord, look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's put this back down here and look at that. Whew, man, I hit a lick here, folks. Oh Lord, look at that. It's a good one. Okay, I must have done something right today. Okay, pick this up here. Now this paint will continue to keep moving. Let's see, let's just come in and pick this up right here. Just pick it up. Be very careful with it. And let's hold it up again, and I want you to look at this and see what's happening here. Would you look at that? We need to get it to drip more. I want to get this side coming down. See the little fingers of color as they go down, and that's why I told you to put the trees on first, because what you want is you want this wet area to come down over the top of the trees so it looks like it's in a mist. You don't want any hard edges on here, okay? I think, oh yeah, look what this is doing now. Okay, I can live with that now. Look at this. That's outstanding. I did a very fine job on it, if you have to say so yourself. Sometimes in the arts you have to pat your own self on the back. Okay? Okay, here we go. And I want to just check and make sure if I don't get that off of the back, what's going to happen is it's going to turn around and it's going to siphon back up in here. Look at this here. I could, if I wanted to, I could come over here and I could darken those trees up a little bit. We've gotten a real lot of happening here. So we can always come in and darken these trees up. And still, it's okay. That looks much better. It's always a good idea to just leave it alone. But sometimes you have to go back. Now, what we need to do here, okay, is we need to come in here on our little farmhouses or little bungalows, whatever they are here, is we need to put them in. Okay. We need to do is just come up here now. What we need to do here is we need to make these very light. I mean very, very, we need to do this very fast, and what I need to do is just put in a few little whites. Do you see that? I want just that much white, and maybe come over to here and come up here and pick this up over here and come down and leave that white just like that. Okay. What I want you to show you is I want to show you the power a little area of white has in all this expanse of color. Okay. Okay. Come in here, and now the other thing you have to worry about is, you don't have to worry about it, is the foreground has to be darker than the middle ground. Now watch what will happen here. I'll come up and catch a couple of these and let that run down on here. I like to leave a little bit of white, just a little area of white right here. And so you can see that. There we go. And that'll look like the storm has finally caught up to you. So I'll just pick up whatever I have in here and I'll just make it dark. You see, the darker I make this, the more your eye will go up to here. Okay? And I can see that this will probably dry a lot lighter. So I'm going to have to come up here and I'm going to have to darken this up some more. Don't ever be afraid to darken these up, because they will dry about 50% lighter than when it goes on. Okay? Look at that. Okay. Even on a storm day like today, or like it is here and like it is outside, you would have a light source. Anytime it's storming, go out and look at the houses across the street and whatnot, and you can see there is a shadow on them. It's not much of a shadow, but it is a shadow. Okay? Okay. So, oh, look at that. There's the slobber. Okay? Let's just put a little bit of this in and a little right to here, and then right to there. See how that just makes it a mystery. We have one last thing to do. Come over here. Get a rigger. We need some tree trunks on these trees here. And what you do is you just come in here and you just put them up just like that. You want to do it while it's wet. So it all blends together. You see this area here? I need to take a brush, pick up what I ever have in here, and I need to continue that dark over there. That's all I need to do. Okay, folks.